everyone, welcome back to Rookies and Rulebooks. Today I am sitting down with Jill to level up her Ranger Daerwyn. We're going to be leveling up to level 2, picking some spells, picking a fighting style, and then we're going to have some questions from the audience and see if she has any questions for us. If you haven't already, go ahead and go check out the back episodes of the campaign. They're in a playlist that'll be linked at the end. We will be playing again this Sunday, December 10th at 2 p.m. Pacific. For the third episode of our campaign. So feel free to join us for that. Hi, Jill. Long time no see.
I know. Gosh, it's been forever.
So how have you liked the campaign? How have you felt so far? Have you...
Good.
What's been different? Yeah. What's been different this time versus times before where we've tried to get you to play D&D?
That it's actually consistent.
Okay.
Which is fun, which is a new change for me. Mm-hmm. I think the most I've ever played a single campaign has been like 2 episodes. So the fact that we're doing the third one this weekend, I'm like, yes, we did it. I made it. It past 2.
And I feel like it's been more focused than we've ever had it with you involved.
I'm actually like taking notes and like
able to pay attention.
So yes, yeah. There's not a whole lot of. I mean, there's still shenanigans happening, but it's not.
Sure. It's not
a ruckus.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
there's always going to be some amount of shenanigans. So you already have the level up screen open. Go ahead and from that drop down menu where it says level 1, just change that to level 2, and that should automatically adjust your hit points and show your new abilities. But
my favorite is when the hit points go up.
Well, I'm going to give you an option, right? So this thing, this will automatically give you the average hit points for your level. If you want, you can roll for it.
No, I don't trust my roll.
Okay, all right. So you're getting an extra. I don't know how many hit points is that. You have a con 0, so you're getting an extra. I think 6 hit points. Yeah, so an extra 6 hit points.
Take it.
You have less to pick than anyone we've done so far, so yours should go quicker.
Okay.
You get 2 things this level. You get a fighting style, and you get spell casting. So fighting style is going to be just affects how you fight. I mean, it's pretty simple. Your options are archery, which gives you a +2 bonus to hit with a ranged weapon. Which is good. Blind fighting, which lets you see without seeing. If you were blind or blindfolded or in darkness, you could see things.
That's cool.
You could still see things within 10 feet. Druidic warrior gives you cantrips, which I think you know what cantrips are. I don't think I have to explain cantrips to you.
No, you don't.
Okay, but just for the chat, or for the viewers rather, we're not live. There's 2 types of spells. There's leveled spells and there's cantrips. Leveled spells require a resource called a spell slot. Cantrips don't. So you could take Druidic Warrior if you wanted, which would give you Druid cantrips.
I do have a cantrip question, though.
Yeah, sure.
Just because I've played an RPG game that, like, their spells are cantrips. Is there a cooldown with cantrips? Or is it you can use them...
So, I don't know how WoW uses cantrips, but I don't think the word is the same thing. For example, cantrip just means like a simple spell.
I know that, but...
Well, I'm saying like the definition of cantrip means simple spell. In D&D, cantrips just means you don't have to spend a spell slot. So it's essentially the same as if you were using your swords. Right?
Okay, so there's no like, you can only use it every 2 rounds. You can you can use it every turn. Okay.
Yeah, you still have to spend whatever the action cost is for the cantrip.
Yeah.
But it's not there's no cooldown on it.
Okay.
So Druidic Warrior would give you cantrips because Rangers don't have cantrips otherwise. Dueling is if you only have 1 weapon, you get a +2 to I think damage rolls. It might be to attack rolls. But you have 2 weapons, so that doesn't matter. Thrown weapon fighting is oh no, excuse me. There's no thrown weapon fighting. 2 weapon fighting is probably what you're going for because that's how you built your character. So right now, when you attack with your second weapon, you don't add your dexterity to your damage. This will let you start adding your dexterity to your damage on your second weapon.
Ew.
So for the chat, we just had to take a brief pause because the way that we've been doing this for these level up streams, I've had their level up open, and they also have their level up open, which causes some issues with trying to kick each of us out of the level up. So we're going to do it a slightly different way. We've picked your fighting style.
Yes.
Also,
Two weapons.
I do want to go back and say there is a thrown weapon fighting, which lets you draw your thrown weapon as part of the attack. It's actually really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really cool. All right, 2 weapon fighting, great. Now we're going to jump over to spellcasting. So at the top, under where it says Ranger, currently it's highlighted class features. Just go ahead and click Spells. And then you'll see Known Spells 0, and then a section for Add Spells.
Spell casting?
No.
Oh, I see it. Sorry, spells. I see it.
Yeah,
I see
spells.
Okay.
Right, at the top, yeah.
Add spells.
So you are going to get 2 known spells. We're not going to read through all of them. Go ahead and... I'm not going to read through all of them. You are going to read through all of them.
Goodness. Okay.
You get to pick 2 spells from this list. So kind of go through, see what you like. Stop me, ask questions, all that. If you want to know a little more about spellcasting, you guys can go look at the Aurelia episode where we break down a lot more about how spellcasting works and what the part of the spells are. I am going to explain that here to Jill, but we're going to leave it out of the recording because we've already recorded that. There will be some things that we'll keep in, but for a more in-depth breakdown on how spells work, go ahead and go watch that Aurelia level up episode with Kiwi Jess, because that has a lot more breakdown on spells. For a ranger, your spells known shows up in your ranger table. For level 1, it's just going to be or for level 2, 2 level 1 spells. The one thing I will mention here is that spell level and character level do not mean the same thing. Spell level scales differently based on your character level. It's a little confusing. Mm-hmm. I think you already knew that. We've built you a spellcaster before, but...
Okay, so...
Yeah, and feel free to ask questions, tell me what you're thinking, etc., because that's...
There's a couple I am intrigued by.
Mm-hmm.
Let me continue to go through it here. Hunter's Mark I don't really need because I already have, favored foe.
Well, they're different, right? So...
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark will... If you use favored foe and Hunter's Mark, when you hit one person with your sword, you will get a d6 from the sword, a d6 from Hunter's Mark, a d4 from favored foe, and then plus your dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes your sword hits very hard. The problem is the issue is both favored foe and Hunter's Mark are bonus actions. So you can't do them both on the same turn. Mm-hmm. So you'll have to tag them first with favored foe the first turn, and then tag them again with Hunter's Mark on the second turn.
Okay. I don't mind that as much. That doesn't really bother me.
Which your Misty Step is also a bonus action.
Okay. Remind me what Misty Step is?
Your 30-foot teleport.
That's right. Okay. So, I kind of like Fog Cloud.
Okay.
Where you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. Mm-hmm. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured.
Yep. Makes it hard to hit things.
Lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
Yep. I like Fog Cloud. It's an interesting... It's not a traditional choice, and I like that.
Okay, because I like the whole, like, I can use it to, like, kind of protect the other party members in a way. And also because I like being sneaky, and I feel like it would be fun to go sneaking in a fog cloud.
Well, keep in mind, while you're in the fog cloud, you would be blinded.
Even with, like, dark vision?
Yeah, because it's not darkness. It's.
What if I put Hunter's Mark on somebody?
You cannot. Okay, so this is something we didn't talk about in Jess's episode. So both of those spells are concentration, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, both of those spells show. Oh, I didn't even hear it. Both those shows are concentration, so you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Oh, but could I? Okay, so if I cast Hunter's Mark, and then if I cast Fog, my Hunter's Mark disappears. I'm no longer tracking that person?
Correct, yeah. Yeah. Or if you do it the other way, the fog cloud would disappear when you cast Hunter's Mark.
Which, that's fine, because that could at least give some time for people to, like, disperse.
The other thing I will point out, you don't have to put fog cloud on you.
Yeah,
you could put fog cloud 120 feet away.
I thought about that too, to make the people, like, scatter, or to...
Or, like, you can put it on them and then you guys pass by the alleyway or whatever. You know.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do fog cloud just because it seems fun and different.
So just go ahead and click learn on that spell there.
Learn.
And if as we go through this, right, if you decide, oh, you know what, I want this one instead, we can just go scroll. You can just unclick learn and then pick a different one, right? And you're gonna get more spells next level too. So don't feel like you're gonna, you know, if there's some you want, you know, don't feel like you're missing.
Don't worry about it because I can get them again.
Yeah, you could still get more spells later.
Because there's a couple where I'm like, ooh, because my last character had Ensnaring Strike and I really liked that. But I don't know if I'm going to do that for this one. But I'm probably going to do Hunter's Mark. So I'll do Fog Cloud and Hunter's Mark, I think, to start.
Cool. Yeah, because what were the other ones that were you thinking? So,
Ensnaring Strike, Hail of Thorns.
Those are the, like, traditional ranger spells. But you're not playing
Speak with Animals.
That one's good. It's interesting. Because you're not playing the traditional, like, bow and arrow ranger, right?
No.
So those are definitely more catered towards bow and arrow rangers a little bit more. The one that's cool that I've never seen used, I don't know how worth it is because you have Misty Step, but Zephyr Strike seems pretty cool.
I was kind of looking at that too.
Yeah, you move like the wind until the spell ends. You don't provoke opportunity attacks, meaning you can run by people without them hitting you. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals 1d8 force damage on a hit, and whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet that turn. So
yeah, that might be a next level spell.
Yeah, it seems like the anime run spell, I think. Like, anime run to go hit something, right?
With the arms behind, like.
Yeah. But
I like it though. I do like it. It's something I would totally use, but yeah,
so no good berry, no cure wounds.
No, because I feel like everyone else has some kind
healing.
Of healing something.
Okay, cool.
So I'm trying to, like, diversify a little bit.
And not to flavor your choices, right? I will tell you, they all felt better with the fact that you had healing spells.
Oh.
But I will also say,
oops.
I will also say that they're not necessarily correct in feeling better about that, right?
Okay.
You know, it's just they feel more comforted the more people have healing spells. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, yours was quick and easy. we do have one question from the audience.
Ooh.
And that is from Carl, which you know Carl in real life, and his name's not Carl.
I do. I do.
But
Hi, not Carl. Hi, Carl, not Carl.
Yeah, Carl, not Carl. But Carl asks, if your character wasn't an adventurer, what would they be doing?
Ooh. She would probably be out of the city somewhere, like Robin Hood-esque kind of style, like living in her own little like outside forest.
A little bit of a hermit.
A little bit of a hermit, probably, but like still would probably help like the smaller folk as she needs be, you know. But she kind of likes being the center of attention a little too much, so she but she does have a soft spot for the outdoors, so she definitely wouldn't mind getting out of the city every now and then.
Cool. And then do you have any questions about the campaign, about D&D, about any of that? I figure you don't, because you would have just asked me anyways.
But I could also ask here because other people might want to know. So do we get, how many spells do I get as I level up?
Oh God, I have to look at a chart for that. Hold on.
Sorry if it's too.
No. That's my one complaint about D&D Beyond is every class has a level up chart, and D&D Beyond does not show that level up chart in the spot that you level up. You have to go look it up in D&D Beyond.
Oh, that's annoying.
Well, it's one of those things, like, you technically don't need it because D&D Beyond does all that math for you.
True.
It depends on the level, but you get so next level you get an extra spell. The following level you get nothing.
Okay.
And then the level after that you get an extra spell, but you also get on top of that 3 more spell slots.
Okay.
So it kind of depends. It depends each level. So third level you'll get an extra spell known and an extra spell slot. Fourth level you get nothing spell related, and then fifth level you get an extra spell known, 2 extra spell slots of second level, and 1 extra spell slot of first level. Okay. So
more so just so like if there's other spells or cantrips where I'm like, ooh, I definitely want to use this. I want to know like when will be a good time to like I should get this in there now.
Yeah, it's
thinking.
Yeah, it's slower than most spellcasters. I mean, rangers are not
obviously because I'm not a
rangers aren't a primary spellcaster. So
okay, cool. I'm happy with the ones I picked.
Well, you are officially leveled up. So we will end there.
Thanks everyone for checking out this Level Up stream here on Rookies and Rulebooks. If you are interested in learning more about D&D and experiencing this awesome campaign we're a part of, be sure to check out the links right over here for all the campaign videos. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever your little heart desires, make sure to check out our Discord. Links are in the description down below. We have a really great community growing for Rookies and Rulebooks, and we'd love to have you there. And we will see you on the next episode.